Welcome to another in our series of using the National Weather Service Indianapolis's website. Today, we will be looking at using the website to obtain forecasts for your location. There are many ways to get forecast information from our website, including the following. For a point location, you can get a text forecast, an hourly weather graph, a tabular forecast, and an activity planner. You can also get a text forecast for a larger area that you select, and a text forecast based on an entire county. Let's take a look at each. A simple way to get a text forecast for a point location is by clicking anywhere inside the map on our homepage. The web address for our main page is weather.gov/IND. You can also use the text box on the upper left-hand side of the page to enter your city and state or your zip code. Either way will get you a forecast. After you complete the steps seen on the previous slide, a page will appear with your forecast and more. At the top of the page will be links to any hazardous weather information, such as the hazardous weather outlook as seen here. Next is the current conditions at the nearest observation location. Below the current conditions is a forecast shown in graphics and brief text. The detailed text forecast for the next 7 days follows. A map to the right of the forecast will show the area for which the forecast is valid. If you would rather see the forecast in the form of a graph, you can do that as well. From the forecast page we've just seen, scroll down to near the bottom. You can get to the hourly weather graph forecast by clicking on the image on the graph on the lower right, or by clicking on the link closer to the middle. When the hourly forecast graph appears, the initial graph will be at the bottom of the page, while the options for the graph will be at the top. You can choose which items you would like to see plotted by turning them off or on via the checkboxes. The graph starts with the first 48 hours of the forecast. Changing the forecast time is done by choosing from the drop-down menu on the left, or by clicking on the Forward 2 Days button on the right. Here is a zoom view of the graph. The number of items in each section can be reduced by choosing only one or two items from the options shown earlier. Other options from the graph include black and white only, and for the menu to be hidden. These are also chosen on the menu page shown earlier. Forecast data in tabular form can be viewed as well. On the original text forecast from a point page we looked at earlier, click on the tabular forecast link near the bottom middle of the page. Just like the hourly weather graph, there are many options to choose from, including which elements to view and what time period you're looking for. There is also an option to change the size of the text, and this option can be found in the upper right of the display. Here is a zoomed-in look at the table, and the larger text shown here was created by using the text size option discussed earlier. If you would like a mixture of graphics and text for a forecast, you can choose the Quick Forecast option. Again, this option is available on the main point text forecast page near the middle bottom. Here is an example of the Quick Forecast. Here, graphics offer a quick way to view the forecast for the day. Detailed forecasts for the first several days are available, with a general forecast for those days at the bottom of the page. If you would like a forecast for an area larger than a point, but not necessarily a whole county, then you can use the User-Defined Area option. The user-defined forecast is at this time an experimental product. Instructions on how to generate are on the page, but basically you outline, using mouse clicks, an area that you want to forecast for. When you click Get Area Forecast, a combination of tabular and text forecast will appear. Overall, the forecast is very similar to the text forecast from a point that was seen earlier, but this is for a larger area. If you're planning an activity that requires certain conditions, such as temperatures over 70 degrees, you can use the activity planner to help find times for the activity. A link to the activity planner is in the forecast section of the middle menu of our website. On the page that appears, you can fill in the requirements for the activity. You can have just one parameter or several. For this example, temperatures of 30 to 40 degrees along with wind speeds of 0 to 10 miles per hour are what we are looking for. After putting these values in the table, click the map to where you want the forecast for. A window will then appear with the times where those conditions are met. They will be represented on a timeline with red blocks indicating the required conditions. In this example, several hours on Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday met the criteria of 30 to 40 degrees and winds of 10 miles per hour or less. Finally, there is the plain text forecast that is based on counties. As of this time, clicking the local area link near the bottom of the main website will take you to the plain text forecast. This is an example. It is a 7-day text forecast for Marion County. The other 38 counties in central Indiana would be listed below this one. A similar product is what is read on NOAA All Hazards radios. Thanks for viewing this video. If you have any questions about forecast, you can contact us via email, Twitter, or Facebook.